Generations ago, the goblins ventured out into the world to make deals and find gold. It is from those very upstarts that many goblin industries now reside today. The venture company, once such an upstart, came to dominate many a goblin life outside of Gizan, our island home. The promise of wealth and the promise of fortune has stripped many into servitude. After years of greed and wasted opportunity, former goblins of the venture company have founded something new. The Duratar Labor Union now stands as a testament to what could be. A callback to the upstart goblins of the past. Though, one thing always remains in goblin culture. Greed, which now seeps deep into the labor union's core. It's up to you to find a way to make it in this hostile world and seek to become your own upstart through hard work and determination, and stand out amongst the rest.
Alright. I'll go to my new character. His name will be Lorcque, as you can tell. I'll get to him in a second. I will say, the cinematic, I do quite like it. I prefer the high elf one, I will say. It just seems a little too quiet, I will say. I couldn't hear it very well. I felt like that was too quiet, and the high elf one was a little too loud as well. Funny enough, but... Alright. Well, now that I've said that, one thing I do want to say, I just had to do a quick restart of this character, because I realized, as I was about to start saying it on the previous one, that I never actually picked up the challenges. So, this character, I said a lot I was not going to do the war mode challenge, which means I am permanently flagged for Horde, and I'll get to that in 1 second. The other one, I actually picked up another one to balance it out a little bit because I get an experience bonus. So I also picked up Exhausted, which means I don't get any rested experience. My weapons experience does double, which will be nice. And I was trying to choose between doing picking up Exhausted or doing Slow and Steady, but Slow and Steady is something I want to pick up on other ones anyways, and I think it's good for a slower level experience. Whereas Lorcque, I just wanted to pick it up to balance it out more, and since he's going to get more experience, he'll level up pretty quickly. I'd rather not end up getting too much rested experience. It means I also don't need to worry about where I stop off at, but whatever. Hope I don't regret this, but we'll see, I suppose. Alright, so talk about the character a little bit. I did say I was going to start up a hunter when I was doing my Tauren Druid character stream yesterday. I was really wanting to choose a gnome, but I realized that this is probably one of the best times to actually do not best time wise, but I haven't done a goblin character on Turtle WoW yet, and this is a completely new zone. Obviously it's Turtle WoW, so there's gonna be a lot more. There's gonna be other new stuff too I'll go through, and I can talk more about that as I go. But we start here on Blackstone Island, and we'll see this as I level through it. So, just to give a quick summary of what the character is, even though he is flagged for Horde, but he is actually a mercenary, more or less. And he actually he just signed a contract with them temporarily, because I'm pretty sure it said I could actually get rid of the flag once I hit level 60. So at that point, his contract is over. Now, as part of that contract, he is to search out and kill Alliance, more or less. If he sees them, he has to kill them. I'm not sure exactly how well I'll make that work. I'm gonna think about that more as time goes on. I might actually send Lorcque money every single time he kills an Alliance character, assuming that character isn't severely under what level. I'll probably accept like 2 or 3 levels under, or if they're twinked out more or less. But other than that, I'm not gonna go to like the Elven Forest and kill like 50 Alliance players and just count that as oh, I killed so many. But yep, more or less he is a mercenary. He will assist the Horde, especially because of the contracts. He will be going after he's done in Blackstone, depending on what level he is. He'll probably head to Stone Talon if he needs to, but he might go to Ashenvale right away. But get into that more after, I suppose, too. One thing I do want to do is create a new window. I'm going to try to do most of this. I'm going to try to do most of that between recordings. Now, I think I've said before, I want to try streaming the first levels in the first zones, But because I am going to make this character a PvP character, it's probably also going to be a bit before the video goes up, I will say. I don't care if I get killed too much. I'm just going to have to I'm just going to have to log off for the day and hope that I can get back in and not have to worry about it, of course. But I'm not going to be able to stream any of this character unless, like, because if I start getting, like, well, ganked more or less, if I go to Stranglethorn and I start having someone camping my corpse all the time, it's not going to be fun for a stream. And I really don't stream this game very much. So he's going to be only a recorded video. So that way, if I run into any issues like that, I can stop for the day no matter how short the video is and continue another one. I will not take back what I said about the hardcore. I'm not going to do hardcore ever on Sword of WoW just because I don't want to I don't want to lose a hardcore character because the server crashes. This is fine. I just got to worry about the alliance characters. Oh, one other thing I want to do before I start. Pretty sure I am on auto loot anyways. I think that's something I have to change. Okay, good. It's on instant quest text. But that is not what I'm looking for. Advanced, I think. Yeah, my bad. Move you up. Don't get there. Alright. Now, before I start reading up all these quests, he is going to be primarily a marksman spec. I don't know exactly. I could change my mind on that later. I like the idea of having him do traps as well, but we'll see. It's probably going to primarily be marksman. I'm going to consider him a sniper. And the last thing to say, it will be down in the description anyways, well, as well as the other zones I have in mind for leveling through. I will be doing engineering on this character and mining. He's probably going to be one of a maximum of 2 characters I'll do engineering on Sword of WoW. It's not my favorite one, but it could be interesting, and I want to do a more... I feel like any character that does engineering has to be a little bit more unique. Usually Goblin, most of the time Gnome. But I think I've talked everyone's ears off more than enough. I'm pretty sure anyone that wanted to stop by for this video wants to see the starting zone at the very least. Pitiful work. You, what are you just wandering around like a headless murloc? We are behind the quota, and lazy goblins like you aren't going to make it any better by slacking all our precious potential gold away. The Duertar labor union will drive itself to ruin if they don't go back to their profitable roots. Quick, go out and be a good example for your goblins by collecting coal around the pits. Don't you dare tarry around too long, or I will send a bruiser to check up on you.
Be good.
It'd be funny if there's an actual timer for that.
Yo!
Certified sweeper. Garbage man. Hey you! Yeah, I'm talking to you, pal. Picking up our crew's trash all day long, and I could really use a break. Says, how's about you clean up for a while? I'll be over here in the shade taking a quick snooze. When I wake up, I expect this place to be spotless. Now get to work. Really. And while I'm going to do all the quests here on Blackstone, I will say, if I see quests that don't give me any kind of reward, money, or gear, since he's a mercenary, it wouldn't make sense for him to want to do that kind of thing. Unless I have a... unless I can think of a good reason to give it to him anyways. 2 quests. Haywire Havoc. It would seem all of my creations have gone rogue. First it was the whirling whizbots wandering around aimlessly, and now it's my battle chickens. They started running amok just a few nights ago. First ignoring commands, and now being a large nuisance to the working environment. I first created them to shoo away wildlife, and now they are causing more problems than they are worth. Think you could do me a favor and clear out some of the battle chickens? Once there are fewer of them running around, I should be able to actually think about a new replacement.
Keep it real.
Defunct mainframes. I've quite a problem on my hands here. A bad batch of mainframes has sent a lot of the whirling whizbots into disarray. All they do now is aimlessly wander instead of doing their work. What's worse is that they are constantly getting in the way of production, and I have kids crack up my rears to fix the issue. Do you think you could do me a solid and collect the defunct mainframes from the whirling whizbots? If I can take a look at them, perhaps I can think of a solution that wouldn't require me to destroy each and every one I have made. 6 should do just fine. Alright, I think I saw a quest over here in the cinematic, down in the pit. Pretty sure that's all the quests otherwise, so it is the battle chickens I'm going to be looking for, but it's the whirling whizbots with the haywire, so might as well start, I guess. You have a deck. I wasn't sure. Alright. That was 1 kill. What's the experience increase? Might be glad I actually picked up, I might have wanted to pick up slow but steady at that point, depending on how quick I level up. Because I don't want to out-level zones too easily. Not too bad. I say that, I don't know. But yeah, this is the starting zone. Not as, nowhere near as beautiful as Thracian Highlands, but it's definitely unique. No other zone is like this. Well, I mean, it's pretty, I would say the closest one, I said no other zone. There's not very many zones that are like this. In Classic WoW, and Turtle WoW, for that matter, the only other zones I believe are the, I was going to say Badlands, not that one. Searing Gorge and Burning Steps. Or Burning Step. Is it Step or Steps? Yeah, whatever. Trash. I'm actually going to pick up trash. Great. Oh, that's what that was. Trash. Okay. Makes sense. I might send this character like a gold or something, or 50 silver. But I think I want to make it so that I want to give him money if I actually kill kill alliance, not mobs. But yeah. Originally, the only goblins I had in mind for actually, well, leveling up was either doing a rogue or a warlock. Just a darker, shadier character, more or less. But I couldn't think of one that actually worked in the way I liked. I mean, rogue, it could have worked in a similar way, but I have a lot of... Even though Vargak is my only rogue currently, I have 3 or 4 other rogues planned. And honestly, hunters... I mean, I still have one other one. I guess it's not really a big difference, but I like hunters too, so... But I also love warlock, so I guess I can't really say that. Could have given myself another excuse. But I was talking rogue, not warlock. Playing this a bit later again today. Kind of, well, other than just relaxing and watching stuff for a couple hours, which I'm trying not to do. I'm trying to not watch TV too much unless I'm not feeling well. Is that okay? No, it's just neutral mode. Either when I'm not feeling well, or I'm gonna go to bed because I usually still am awake for a couple hours just watching TV. So I'd rather just try to save that for then. A couple shows I'm gonna try watching through. More or less, the character I had in mind for this was a special operations style character. There's going to be a little bit more humorous with the gnome. I don't know how it's going to be for a goblin, but... Oh, I forgot about that guy. I was going to go down there after. Yeah, I want to level up quick.
Time is money, friend!
Foreman Pipe Latch. You there, kid. I got work orders and time frames that I need completed around here, and those blasted ash feathers keep getting in the way. I need results, and I need them quick. Clear out the buzzard population around here so that my guys can work properly and without interruption. The quicker you do some enforcing, the quicker I can get to finishing these overblown timetables. What am I going to get from this? Just... Keep it real! Oh, by the way, and he called me kid. I also kind of want to make him more of an experience, so he's supposed to be a little older. Oh. I just took it from him. What? I didn't expect you to, well, whoops. Oh, trash. Picking up the trash, picking up the trash. Taking out the trash at night. But yeah, there's also another reason why I decided on this character, or the gnome one, is because I did want to do an engineering with the character. And the fact that the, well, engineering is the, bullets is the only ranged weapon ammunition. I could have just said ammunition, I didn't need to say ranged weapon. That you can actually make. I don't think it can make any arrows. I'm pretty sure you can anyways. I could be wrong on that, I admit. But I don't know. But the, what? But yeah, so this is one of the only characters I can actually get ammunition for a hunter easily, so. Although it's not that bad. I always thought like having to buy ammunition all the time was a lot worse than I remembered when I was a kid. I liked having to buy ammunition. I liked seeing it on the back, I will say. That's something I will miss with this character. unlike other characters that will use bows. But the what was it? My engineering, bullets, blah 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 blah. I don't even know where I was going with that. What? Oh, you had a mackerel. I was gonna say it's weird that I had a mackerel. That's, you can't. Yeah, I forgot about that. Whatever. All right, so I need. All right, I don't need to kill anything. Actually, yes, I do. I need to go after the battle chickens. I will say, it will be nice that my weapon skills will level up quicker because of picking up Exhausted. Because it was always a little annoying at times with it, but it wasn't that bad either. Now for tames on this character, since he's not, well, he's still gonna use a pet no matter what. There's not any kind of positive to not using a pet. Oh, now I remember what I was saying specifically. I remember as a kid about the ammunition before. I always thought it was a lot worse. I remember always being broke on my hunters, but that was just because I didn't know what I was doing. It was very easy on Dueling Thalion and some other hunters since I've wisened up a little bit, more or less. And I haven't really gotten broke on any characters. Some characters are harder to keep money. Like Arisandra, I started making money again, but when I got rid of enchanting, it's really hard to keep that one up. I don't even like enchanting, so. Oh, hang on. But for pets, as I was interrupted myself, weirdly enough. He's not gonna be exactly close to any, and there's not really any good ones specifically. One thing I was gonna say with the whatever. I'll get off track after. Is that it would be weird not to have a pet on a hunter. It would be it'd be pointless almost. Like I don't know how I'm trying to say it, but I'm getting a pet either way. It's probably gonna be a freaking vulture. Jesus Christ, that's so hard to say. Apparently, I'm always gonna be bad at talking. Seriously. I'm gonna go turn those quests in. Well, actually, I still need to pick up coal. I need to look for more of that at least. Most of the players are down there, so I'm not even looking there. Let's go around this side then. Yeah. But I'm not going to have to worry about having to buy any at all because of this. But the other reason I'm choosing engineering is it just is a very good fit, especially for a goblin wanting to use explosives. Oh. Don't give me an excuse to actually use it too. Explosives, I meant. At the same time, the what was it with engineering? Crap. Oh yeah, one thing I was gonna say, I'll do the gnome version of the character I was talking about when eventually on WoW, probably like Cataclysm onwards, when gnomes can actually be hunters. Not sure exactly which one, but in that one I'll go the special operations character route that I was planning on for this one originally. Technically, I can kind of make him special operations-ish, but he's a goblin. The goblins don't even really have a mercenary. Goblins don't really have a mercenary. Ugh, I hate myself. They don't really have an army. They have private armies, kind of thing. And I'd imagine they would have some very elite soldiers, of course, but special forces, I feel like it's just a good fit to make him a mercenary. The garbage man. Oh, you're back already? Good job. Don't tell the boss I was taking a break. Yeah, I got experience from that, and that was it. No money or anything. And it's haywire I got. Wait, no, sorry. It was defunct, my bad. Defunct mainframes. Unless you have those mainframes, consider me busy. Bad copper wiring, transmitters blown out. Such shoddy craftsmanship. I probably shouldn't have chosen the lowest bidder for these. Thank you again for your work. I'll take some work to figure this problem out. I guess I'll check the cloth. Can I sell stuff to you? Oh, you actually do have enough price stuff. DV 500. Have they been able to recover those defunct those defunct mainframes? I have a more important task to ask of you. My greatest creation, DV 500, has gone mad. It seems no matter what I have built, it has now turned against me. As much as I love DV 500, there is something I love more: gold. The advanced processing unit cost me a fortune, and to see it wandering aimless for any sorry sap to go and repurpose is driving me mad. I need you to gather the processing unit from DV 500. Bring it to me immediately. I last saw him striding around to the north of here.
Hurry back!
Is this a 1 through 5 zone or a 1 through 10 zone? I think it's a 1 through 10 zone. I'm just in a small part of it right now. Yeah, you guys have been
Interesting.
I'll probably buy some light shot too while I'm here. And why not?
Keep it
Pretty good.
real.
That way I don't have to worry as much.
Yo, time is money, friend.
Oh, got a letter. If your hands are still green, you're not working hard enough. You're a fast one, aren't you? What a blessing to not have a completely useless buffoon in front of me.
Have a good one.
Oh,
Interesting.
wow, okay. Start with the mud-covered letter, because that's most likely my hunter trainer. While you were getting your hands dirty, I got this letter from Rustgate Ridge. It's from Maton Boom Rifle. He's instructing the especially trigger-happy around here. You can get to Rustgate Ridge just to the east of here, up the hill. Follow the road and you'll find it. Take the letter and talk to him once you have the time. What am I saying? As if you'd ever have time. Now get back to work.
Glad I could help.
Delayed shipments. Supplies are beginning to run low. We were waiting on a shipment from Sparkwater Port in Durotar, but the ship got wrecked by an unknown source on the southern coast. Most of the crew ended up as fish fodder, but the captain and his first mate survived and are currently observing the wreckage. I want to know when I can expect the supplies to be here. I am here for results and financial growth, not semantics or empathy. Ask Deslon Brassdigger on the cliff overlooking the coast just south of here what you can do about retrieving the sunken goods.
Hurry back.
Worman's Blues. Don't get ahead of yourself. The only thing separating you from a hobgoblin is your work speed, and even that has a whole lot of room for improvement. What better way to do that than to finish more jobs, am I right? The local vultures are pestering us and disrupting our work schedule. Foreman Pipelatch down at the pits has been tasked to handle this, but it seems even the goblins with a little bit of control over others... What? Oh. Alright, but it seems even the goblins with a little bit of control over others panic at the first problem they encounter. Go there and see if you can do something about it. They're just
real.
missing comma, not a big deal. No.
Hey, yeah.
It just threw me off at first reading it. Us goblins are known to use all kinds of machines and gadgets to make our labor as easy and comfortable as possible. Just think of the ingenious invention of the shredder. No other man-operated vehicle could chop down trees in record time. Ballnack Copperlight is the man for maintenance on our work machinery. While I was busy remedying this mess of a workplace, I got a headache from his incessant swearing and yelling outside. Talk to him and help him with whatever problem he has. I don't care how you do it, just make him shut up and do it quickly.
Glad I could help.
Oh, God. Can I shut up for a few minutes? I'm pretty sure that'll make a lot of people happy.
Talk to me.
Alright, so... the robotics experts. Of course I'm yelling at the top of my lungs because I'm surrounded by idiots who never in their life held a gyro spanner.
Glad I could help.
I love how apparently those
Right
quests don't even necessarily need to be available to me. He's pretty much sending me to those quests to pick up. The robotics expert and the one that's down here. But I still have to go after the scavengers. I'm assuming he's not going to give me a follow-up, but if he does, it might be good to actually find it, but I doubt it.
Yo!
I have my hands full with all these good-for-nothing workers and feathered annoyances. If you're not here to get rid of one of those two problems, then you can saw it off right away.
Keep it real.
Good talking to you. Alright, so pretty much just kill some more of the vultures, and then go find DV 500 probably. It's probably the only thing I can do right now. Are there more to this way or something? Because I feel like I saw a lot in one area. Nope. Not this way, that's for sure. They're mostly on the ridge from what I saw. Damn it. I'm pretty sure I said that the mount for this character for the race is like cars or pretty much a what was it called? It's a type of car. I'm pretty sure that's what it sounded like. So to be honest, I'm most likely gonna try to see if I can get my reputation up with the orcs and get a wolf or something. Maybe the trolls, but trolls I feel like it's less. I'd be going out of my way a lot more to do so, and I like the wolf well enough to grab that one. So. Don't know. Maybe I'll just buy it to use it just to get around places temporarily before I find one I actually want to use. I'm not big on using the machinery for mounts, but especially vehicles like a car kind of thing. I will admit, I have no interest in driving that. I'm sure a lot of other people like it, but not for me. The only machinery I liked riding on, I would say would be the gyrocopters, which won't be in this game. There's no flying. Oh, what am I doing? Shoot while I'm freaking talking. Gyrocopters and the gnomes Mechanostriders aren't bad. I do kind of like them. Not my favorites though. I think they're my least favorite mount out of the original races. Is that true? Wolves, Kodos. I would say yes. I would say some of the Horde ones aren't my favorite ones either, but I think the Mechanostriders are still my least favorite out of the original 8. Not a big ram person either, I would say, but definitely horses and the freaking what do you call them? The saber cats that the night elves have. Yeah, saber cats I think would be the best way to say that, because I was gonna say night sabers, but they're technically not all night sabers. You have frost sabers and the dawn sabers, blah blah blah. They're just related to each other though, so I don't know. Oh, what the? Oh, okay, so this is where I was gonna go for the other quest. Got it. This works, I think. I'm not sure what kind of melee weapon I'd want Lorcque to have, sorry. The reason why I said Lorcque is because originally that was one of the character names I had in mind. I was also going to go with Torque. And I was actually really going to do Torque, but as soon as I thought Lorcque and combine the two names and thought Lorcque, I was like, kind of like that actually. I'll stick with that. I'm not usually good with names, but I've done better, but not that I'm saying that's amazing either. And I would rather spell it without the C, but I was fine with the C, and that name is available, so I was like, eh, go with that.
Hey, how you doing? Yo!
Delayed shipments. Kizcrack is the least of my worries right now. There are things on this wreckage I need as soon as possible, and these oversized lobsters are keeping me from getting them back.
Be good. Time is money, friend.
Do you even have the slightest idea what kind of disaster this is? First, my ship got wrecked on this backwater island. Secondly, my entire crew, besides Renala, either drowned or got devoured by those lobster things down there. And thirdly, most importantly, I lost my logbook when we jumped ship. You may find a soggy old logbook might not be worth... Well, you may think a soggy old logbook might not be worth it, but there are things inside this book that cannot make it to any of the higher-ups here on this island. And I mean it. I swear on the life of my rich grandmother back in Undermine. Lorcque, while you're down there, look for any signs of the Hangman's Plunders old logbook. Should you find it, I will pay you with good and honest coin. I hope so. No one's paying me with coin so far. Revenge of the Deep. We've encountered many ghastly creatures on our voyages, from murlocs to naga, sharks to hydras, but personally nothing from the depths gives me more shivers than these shelled horrors with their giant snappy claws. You would hate my Lorques from Fallout. Just look at them. The long beady eyes, the razor-sharp legs, and their barnacle-covered shell. Ugh. Lorcque, get down there and show them what they get for sinking my ship and making a feast out of my crew. Hey, I got a gun.
Keep it
It's actually
real.
worth it. Under the sea. Just look at it. A broken shell. Nothing more. Do you even know how many years Dazlon and I worked to be able to afford our own ship, let alone this lucrative lifestyle? Probably not. Definitely not. Sorry. I was gonna say definitively, but it's definitely, whatever. You know, I had quite the fortune on that ship. Saved it from several trades and other more unconventional practices. Nothing out of the ordinary for a gal of the sea. After all, I worked months, almost a year for this, and now all gone, sunk into the depths. I heard you are going to the wreckage for Dazlon. I don't have any hope you'll find it, but should you come across a green stash full of gold coins anywhere down there, I beg of you, bring it to me, please. I'm a goblin. Why would I give back? Oh, maybe it's gonna be empty. All right. If I give her back an empty stash, I'll understand. I'm a goblin. There's no goblin alive that wouldn't freaking keep all that money for themselves. Oh, whatever. I could turn in that quest, but I'm only gonna get a piece of armor. It's not a big deal. Well, all of them are dead around here, more or less. Yeah, I'm gonna level up quick. I'm gonna definitely go through all of Blackstone, but I'm gonna probably have to pick my quests for other zones. Well, more or less. I said it in other characters. Green stash of coin. Really? I got it off the first one? And I'm actually gonna give it back? Really? Jesus Christ, I'm a nicer guy than I thought. This, like, the goblin adventurers are like the nicest goblins you'll ever find. They'll actually give you your money. And then take a pittance for it. It actually says a stash of gold. Unless it's like 2 gold kind of thing. I feel like I should get at least a gold for that. I'm not actually thinking that I should get that or anything. It's an early level zone. I'm just saying it wouldn't make sense for a goblin to give back all that money. I need to get to my maximum distance. I'm pretty sure as a hunter, my range is actually further than it is on my on Aerosandra. Armor reduced. That's fantastic. Yeah, I probably could be going to my trainer and actually learning new abilities, but yeah, well. Okay, this guy's actually a little tougher than I was gonna give him credit for. Maybe I should have done something else instead. Well, this is epic combat right here. I mean, I survived. Surprisingly, they must do very little damage. Crunchy Murloc fin and Kaja Cola. I like that they have crunchy Murloc fins. Ah, Strangle Kelp. Nice of them to make sure they still added it to the game. No, to the zone, not the game, Jesus. I'd hope it'd be in the game, but then there'd be a lot of annoyances from people. Well, a lot of annoyed people, I should say. Really should be playing these games early on. It's nicer in the evening, but... Sun's down. It's nice to relax. There's something I was gonna do earlier today, but it didn't have to be today, so I'm not worrying that I didn't get it done. I'm level 4, right? Oh, 3. I thought it was 4 already. Okay, so understandable I couldn't do this as easy as I was thinking it was. I could probably go after the Makura on the land, have a little bit easier of a time. Don't worry, I'm not dumb enough not to look at my breath. Well, I say dumb enough. I could be tired enough not to look at my breath, but I'm not. Right here. I don't think there was anything else in the ship. It's just killing everything at this point. I never even did the haywire. Oh my god. No wonder I'm a freaking... Oh my god. How did I forget to finish the chicken quest? It's probably one of the more unique mobs you have to fight. But I mean, like, different mobs, like ones that you wouldn't see in normal WoW. I don't think you ever have to fight those. Oh, okay, this... Alright. Yeah. Didn't really try using any AI to find any new images. I found a bunch I do like. I just kind of got to look through them while making some new ones, so I can try to decide what I like the most. Trying to find like one that just like I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm not sure if I said it on a stream or what, but I'm just trying to decide between like I'm probably gonna make whatever the picture look be that the area looks like it's in I don't know. It's either gonna be like a skeleton / lich or shadowy kind of looking character in a library, more or less. 'Cause in the end, when I try to get more into like recording, more into my recordings and editing, I want to kind of like make it like I'm reading a book. I feel like, oh, can make coin off of that. As a goblin, that makes me happy enough. Nope. Nope. Yeah, it's gonna be fun when I start running into enemy players often. Not looking forward to that. It's partly why I wasn't thinking I was ever gonna do the challenge, but I thought it was a good fit for the character. I wanted to was like, yeah, just make a character that has a challenge. Might be a little bit more interesting for the. I might get one extra person that wants to see my video for some reason. I do feel like the first video or two of just showing off this zone will be the ones that do the best. I know there's a talent that will extend my range, and I'm gonna be definitely gonna go for that because I can definitely get one extra auto shot off. Not that it really matters by that point, I suppose, because your pet will just keep them occupied usually. Oh. Go after this one. Get my breath. And have an easier time actually fighting it. Oh, and the reason why I kind of saying special operation for the character is more or less just trying to make him like varied in as kind of like think like Navy SEALs. I'm gonna have like him have like a parachute attached almost at all times. He always has a deep dive helmet that he can use for underwater kind of thing. But obviously that's not really gonna be a very noticeable thing until much later into the character's playthrough. Alright, so I just gotta kill these neutral ones now. 7 of them though, unfortunately, but still, it's not too bad. Then I'm gonna go kill those chickens before I forget about their existence. I am looking forward to see what they do at the island, but I like a lot of the ideas I have with this character, and it might be one of my longer running characters. Even though hunters aren't my favorites, even though as a kid they probably were. But, oh, sorry, I have a notebook open and Bruce just blew a lot of pages. Not sure if they could be heard. They're far enough from the mic that I doubt it. Oh, Yeah, it would help if I target a live one. Maybe I could trick them into thinking that a bunch of dead ones were my actual kill, I guess. I don't know. Get kill credit for something I didn't kill more. Goblins are known for cheating and their love for money, so I feel like a good lie here or there would be nice. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should stop talking, because I think I just sound like an idiot. I can definitely tell you this. I'm enjoying this more than I did the Goblin in Cataclysm. Like, I hate their starting zone. It was horrible trying to push through the first 5 levels. Yeah, 5 levels. Not the 10 levels, the 5 levels. I couldn't even get through the second zone, the second island or whatever. I was so bored playing as a goblin on WoW. This is just more what I like. So nice and relaxed. I think a lot of people will probably think I'm weird because like there's a lot of unique stuff they did on Kazan, but I didn't like it, not at all. The last thing I was talking about was like the special operations thing, but since it's not really going to be very fitting for this character, I'm not going to think about it too much. I want him to be skilled in a lot of different fields too, of course. I want him to be like a good mercenary that people would pay for kind of thing. But that character I had in mind will be waiting for more for the special operations. We'll wait until I do a gnome. But he's still going to have elements of that character. Plus, the gnomes are a lot more active in Cataclysm. I felt like it would have been a good fit for the character on here too. So maybe I could do a version of that one much later on. Because I can have multiple accounts on here, fortunately. As long as I don't... there's certain rules with having multiple accounts I'd have to watch, of course. But... I probably wouldn't go past 3 accounts, I would imagine. I don't think I'm going to need that many. Because worst comes to worst, if there's any characters I want to play that I don't really care for the idea of role-playing too much, I could just create them on the PvP server. I don't mind playing on the PvP server. The only reason why I'm creating everything on Northern Arts, other than it being the more populated difficulty, which isn't something I usually care about anyways, it's just the fact that this is the designated RP server kind of thing. And since I'm here in Turtle WoW for... Where's the way up anyways? I jumped off the cliff. But I joined Turtle WoW because of what they were doing with the lore and the fact they were trying to expand upon the original lore instead of going against it. Instead of doing what Blizzard did and just like shitting all over their own lore. Oh, you know this really decently thought out thing? We're changing it. It's not making us any money, or we're changing it. It doesn't really work for our new expansion, or we gotta change it because we want to we need to do something more instead of trying to expand upon an existing idea or thinking of new ideas. I don't know. But I like a lot what Turtle WoW did, and they knew that a lot of people would like the idea of pretty much original WoW in an alternate timeline, more or less.
Can I show you my wares?
Under the sea. With the ship broken and our crew gone, this stash of gold is all I have left. I can't believe my eyes. My gold pouch, it's here. But it seems to have lost some coins through this hole here. Regardless, most of it is still here, Lorcque. Thank you so much. Here, this is for your troubles. When we get back, we'll tell the superiors of what you did here.
Hurry back.
So there were good gold coins in there. I thought she was going to say it was empty. I was like, oh, okay, that's why I didn't take anything.
Time is money, friend.
I guess she wouldn't really give me money for nothing, though, at that point. Dirty deeds drown deep below. If the info inside it ever reaches Kizcrack or even Rustgate, I will end up in one of the holes of Sparkwater Port. Oh, my beloved logbook. This is heavenly news. Now that I have it back, can I ask you to keep this ordeal for yourself? Don't worry, I have a plausible excuse for Kids Crack ready. Here, take this and keep it under wraps, okay? No need to overcomplicate this, yes? Please?
Have a good one. Yo!
Revenge of the Deep. Yes. What is my current one anyways? 2 to 5. Good riddance to them. This will teach them not to mess with a member of the Hangman's plunder.
Be good.
Gun. Now, I gotta go kill those damn chickens before I forget about their existence. And then DV 500 probably. Then find Rustgate Ridge probably. But I feel like Rustgate Ridge was far enough away that I was like, I wasn't sure if I should go there now or not. But probably would have been a good idea, but meh. Meh. Are the chickens up here? Or is it just down below? There's one there. There weren't very. Oh, there's one here. I was hoping it was far enough, just far enough for a second shot, but oh well. I also send this character at least a pouch or two because well, space I think is something I'm always going to help my characters with. I'm not going to make them suffer and hope for the best and to get more pouches. It was really disappointing that Arizonja, one of the characters I was doing tailoring on, is the one that got all the pouches, but I'm still finding I still found a backpack, which is pretty good, so I really should not complain. Because at this point, I think I can only find the bags that are larger than what I have. The ones I can make, except for maybe the mooncloth bags. Those are the best ones. One of the better ones, anyways. Best ones that can be made. Or is it? Bottomless bags a thing, or was that TBC? I don't know. Alright. One more. Sorry, Mr. Goblin, I thought you were a chicken. A robotic chicken. Didn't think there'd be anything I'd want to keep anyways. Oh, I didn't even. I'm gonna definitely read that before I turn it in. What's it, this guy?
Money, friend. Talk to me.
With the new copper modulator, I should be able to make a new replacement for the battle chicken with an even better attack capacity and control backups. Oh, you're back. I take it you've cleared out those rogue chickens? Here, take some coin as thanks for the help.
Glad I could help.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop at the hunter trainer before I go after DV 500 or whatever his name was.
I got what you
Wait, what?
need.
Oh yeah, down in the pit. That's why I forgot about him. Alright. I love how they're just, yeah.
Yo.
Finally, some good news. Now take one of these and get out of my way, would you? You're welcome.
Hurry back.
Blind on blind, pull minor gloves. Is that the one I just picked up? I would imagine. So let's read this while I make my way to the vendor first, then make my way to the hunter. Lorcque, I heard the beautiful booms coming down from the coal pits. Figured it must be you, and others have pitiful booms. Quite boring too. Interested in learning how to make even bigger booms with different kinds of tricks and shots? I could teach you a few things to help you against the wildlife around here, and who knows, maybe you'll have your own pet one day. Just holler at me and I'll cover everything you need.
Got the best deals anywhere. Have a good one.
Definitely need to send this character a pouch. Several pouches. I think I did that with every character, and I just got into this character right after creating him. Technically, I did create the character a couple times, including the gnomish versions, because I was still sure I was going to do that one before I thought about the goblin. And I just threw myself right into playing this character because I was like, oh, I'll start playing him tomorrow. I'm like, no, I think I'll play him right now. I want to see what the zone looks like. Even though I know goblins aren't my thing, really, I love elves. I love playing elves, the long-lived races, or at least races that don't destroy the environments and make everything go explode. Don't get me wrong, a good explosion's cool now and again, but like, yeah, he's up here. Ah, yes, I love urban life. Music is very interesting, I will say.
Got the best deals anywhere.
Oh, that's a nice boomstick you got there. I see you share my love for guns. They're beautiful, aren't they? Incredible tool for all sorts of fun activities, besides punching holes in your enemies. I'm willing to share some nifty shots and such if you're willing to share some of your coin. Giving and taking around here, you know?
Be good. Yo.
Oh. So, yeah, aspect of the monkey, that would have been useful. Serpent sting, that could have been nice. Track beast is not useful. But everything else was fine. In fact, I'm not even sure there will be. No, there's the scavengers already. I was about to say there's not going to be any beasts on this island anyways, but that would be wrong. Probably. Journey me alchemy. Oh yeah, I'm level 5. Let's go pick up the stuff now. If there's not a mining train around here, I'd be very disappointed. But I'm looking for the innkeeper right now, in case anyone's wondering. General goods.
Glad I could help.
Innkeeper, here you go.
What's up?
Brax Gold Grasp.
For real?
First aid would be nice, but I haven't really gotten any well, cloth yet, so I'm not gonna worry about it yet. Same with cooking. There's not too much I've gotten yet. Although apparently I'm gonna want the freaking recipe for halibut. I think I'm gonna pick up supply master. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one up now because I don't want to go looking for him as much. Oh God. Okay. Redistribution. By any chance, did you help Copperlight down in the coal pits with his machine mayhem? He's been requesting some parts for additional modifications on his creations. What he wants is sadly not here in my storage, but Grazik in his workshop is due to send a new shipment up to Rustgate Ridge. He could be a bit on the slacking side of things, but there is no one else like him on this island, so Texlo turns a blind eye to his shenanigans. His workshop is to the southeast, across the makeshift bridge. Gazik can tell you where the shipment is. Once you have it, bring it to me.
Hurry back!
Dry as a desert. What do you think the most important thing on this island is? Water, of course. Texlo was a good answer, buddy, but even he has to admit that we cannot keep the workers going if they're shriveled up like a deep fried plantain. That sounds good right now. To the north, past the mines, you will find Blackstone's waterhole. Pump Master Galvax was ordered to send a shipment of water here to Rustgate Ridge, but this has taken longer than I'd like it to have. Ask him what is taking so long.
Glad I could help.
Salvaging convoys. Are you the promising worker that's been cleaning up all the messes down in the coal pits? You must have something to your name, my brother. Oh, you must have something to your name. My brother usually kicks out anyone from the pit sneaking their way into this tower. I could use your abilities. Frankly, in the last weeks, we suffered more and more ambushes by the renegade gnolls. There's gnolls on this island? How'd they survive? Is all this destruction new? Their small dog brains seek violence and chaos. That was mean. But not false. Their small dog brains seek violence and chaos, something I cannot understand as a logistics guy. They raided our supply convoys and stole mostly food and weapons, but left most of the tools lying around. Too advanced for them, I'm sure. We need those tools back as soon as possible. Vultures and hyenas have been roaming the wrecked carts, feasting on whoever couldn't make it back here. You can find them scattered all over the island. You can't miss them.
Hurry back!
Alright.
Time is money, friend!
A lot of readings close together. Oh, wow. Okay.
I got what you need!
Maybe I shouldn't say that out loud in a recording that's going to go on YouTube. I'm just going to try not to say that. If I say the, well, pretty much the second part of that name, it'll be because I read it in a quest text not even thinking. Because that's 100% the thing I would do.
Hey, how you
Texlo
doing?
Rustgate, Supreme Overseer. Yes, you must feel thrilled.
Time is money, friend.
I'm just going to read this one, actually. Pa, just look at them, standing around, twiddling their thumbs. How is a good and honest goblin like myself going to make some marginable profit with conditions like these? A group of armless gnomes is more productive than this bunch. Heck, even a group of gnomes with arms would do better. Blackstone Tom is a cretin and amateur. If he believes me to return with a positive business report, now scram, or I'm giving you a head start straight down myself for wasting my time and money. Searching wreckage. You're familiar with diving wreckages, I heard. Oh, you're surprised? Nothing escapes my ears, Bugger. Nothing escapes my ears, Bugger. So don't think of doing anything fishy around here. I'll have a bruiser on your back sooner than you can say gold coin. Another ship wrecked on the east coast. No pirate vessel, but one from Sparkwater Port itself. Numerous crates and new workers on it. We already salvaged most of the useful supplies, but weren't lucky to find its logbook. What? Yes, some of the goblins on the ship are also lost, but if you ask me, if they can't survive a simple wreckage, then Blackstone ain't the place for them. Give me that logbook, and beware of the murlocs around there. I don't want to lose any more workforce in retrieving this damn thing.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Yo.
And second quest. Bearer of bad news. Take a look at this island. What do you see? Exactly. You see us losing money. If I told you what the reasons for us losing money are, then we'd be staying here all night. And I, for one, can't afford that, and neither can you. When Blackstone Tom suggested the monetization of this island, I was all ears, but this is 100% not what I signed up for. Blackstone Tom expects a report from me about the status quo around here. I definitely don't want to be at the receiving end of his anger. Luckily, you unfortunate bugger are here to go in my stead. Take this and bring it to Nert Blackstone Tom at Sparkwater Port in Durotar. You surely don't want to swim all the way back, so catch a ride at Gazik's workshop. Prepare to pay up. This ain't a charity around here. If you're not back by tomorrow, I will file an arrest and have you executed for desertion.
Keep it real.
I'm not chancing that fall. This is why I want a parachute. Yeah. Wouldn't mind like having some type of mercenary company, but I don't as like a roleplay guild type thing. But I don't know how well that would go. I mean, yeah, I can be like, yeah, I'm gonna lend out some of my members for your raid kind of thing. But it's like, yeah, most people that have raids already have plenty of people for it, and only need like 1 or 2 people. Which I feel like I'd be a good fit for mercenary wise, but otherwise not really. Maritime Gumbo. That sounds good. Howdy, partner. Westgate has us living lavishly up here, unlike those poor dirtbags down in the pits. But that's how things roll around here. That's what they call winning the lottery in life. Hey, if you're already here... Oh. Hey, Maggie. You up from your little nap that's been having you asleep for the last couple hours? Hey, if you're already here, I could use some help, actually. You know, Westgate has quite the eccentric taste when it comes to his cuisine. He wants me to remake this maritime gumbo his grandmother used to make him back on Kazan. Usually not a problem, but the ingredients are not something we really have in stock up here. Oh, don't give me that look. I mean it, really. If you bring me some crawler meat and mackerel legs, I will teach you how to make it yourself. Could be useful if you ever need to appease the boss. Alright, it's actually cooking too. Wow, alright. Nice. I'm definitely going to want to learn cooking too, but it's very fitting for a hunter. But right now I'd want to be careful of money more than anything else, because the goblins aren't very loose with their money, unfortunately for me. Alright, I'm gonna read more quests in a second, but I want to find the miner
What's up?
right there.
Hey, how you doing? Be good.
Great
Time is money,
supplies.
friend.
Mining pick. Unfortunately, I actually do need to buy the
Have a
mining
good
pick.
one.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Is there an engineering trainer here? Journeyman herbalist. Honestly, I feel like with how dead this zone is, this doesn't look like the place you'd find like herbs, except for maybe like, I don't know, herbs that would only be found like a barren desert. I feel like it should be like treated like Teldrassil, although it makes sense why Teldrassil doesn't have any veins since it's a tree. Journey meat and alchemy. I was hoping I already checked them earlier, but I was hoping that maybe there would be somebody else in there that I didn't see the first time. Well, my guess is since I haven't. Oh, never mind. There was a quest that was having me talk to an engineer. I was wondering if maybe it's over there. I'd have to pick up a
I got the best deals
have to pick it
anywhere.
up. Engineer.
Keep it real.
All right. Yeah, as you could tell, this is you could see some of the oh, I forgot about that. Let's get that down there. That'll be decent. So I'll show you some of the things that the goblins have. So they have prospecting, which gives them mining and jewel crafting skills increase, which jewel crafting is, I think it's a little weird, but it makes sense. They love their gold, and I would imagine they'd love gems, and they love anything that would be pretty much money, so it makes sense. And then mining, because I mean, there's no, I think the only thing that can compete with a goblin for mining would be dwarves. Dwarves would probably be more energetic about it, and goblins would just have the forced labor, more or less. But whatever. So, and I got exhaustion, like I said earlier, for the challenge. No longer gaining aggressive experience, and then aggressive negotiations. Wait. Oh, no, I think that's a goblin thing. Skill with daggers, maces, and two-handed maces increased by 3. Okay. Interesting. Alright. The next strategy, I get a movement speed, but I can't cast or attack, which is fine. Understandable. Oh, war mode. That's what I was looking for. You can no longer disable PvP mode, but experience gains from all sources are increased by 20%. Alright, and before I walk off and forget, I still have to pick up the quest, but I don't want to do that yet. Ooh, I just realized I'm going to be holding on to that. I already don't have a lot of space.
Be good.
Do you know what? If you're not back by tomorrow, I will follow. I wonder, am I actually gonna go? Is it actually gonna send me back? If it does, I'm gonna do it later. I'm not gonna care right now about that. Pick it up later. I don't want the I want the space. No, don't want that. I gotta find something that I can put in front of the screen so I can have the window open and let the cat look outside, mostly without letting her scratch up the freaking screen. I can't think. I'm sorry. This is why I started going to bed earlier and trying to wake up earlier, because I just slowed down a lot more at night. So let's refocus on this. Mudpaw mining mishap. We got a real catastrophe on our hands, and when Taxlo finds out, he's going to have my head. A few nights ago, we were attacked at the Black Ash mine to the north of here. The Mudpaw gnolls came and drove us out, killing many of my workers in the process. Now they're even mining themselves. Those cretins. Those cretins. I think I've heard cretins and cretins. Is there a specific one that works? So I'm going to choose which one I like more. I think I like cretins. I like both. What's worse is that I lost all of the supplies near the mine, and now those blasted gnolls are using them. Head to the Black Ash mine and recover 8 crates of supplies for me. At least then I can save my own hide from this disaster.
Hurry back.
You're gray. You're my hunter quest, I would imagine, for pets.
Yeah, what do you want?
Supervisor. Disruption at 2 places. Disruption at Rustgate Lumberyard. When we first arrived on this island, it was a lush and green oasis. Okay, that explains a lot. You guys really destroyed this place so quickly. Full of trees and wildlife. We turned a great profit with the Rustgate Lumberyard just to the northeast of here, and all of that profit has come to a crashing halt. Wonder why. Believe it or not, there are still quite a few trees that we could harvest, yet the venture company has taken claim to one of our most lucrative sources of revenue. I've even heard that they are working out of it themselves. Such nerve. I require you to head to the Rustgate Lumberyard and start cracking some heads. Make the venture company think twice before messing with the Durotar labor union again.
Have a good one. Yo.
And then Black Ash Mine. Our working operations at the Black Ash Mine have come to a complete halt. Not only are we having to look over our back for those Mudpaw gnolls now the venture company are lurking around. I've been receiving some reports from some of the miners that they have seen a goblin command the gnolls on their attack at the Black Ash Mine. Head just to the north of here and delve into the mine itself. If you find anyone related to the venture company, slay them and then return to me.
Glad I could help.
Oh my god, I am talking for these quests a lot. And just talking a lot, period. No.
Time is money, friend.
Workplace hazard. The state of Blackstone is much worse than I had anticipated. When I first was asked to come to this island and produce some mining robots to help with the workload, I was more than happy to see the progress here. What I found instead was a hostile work environment and not even enough materials to do a good enough job for my contract. Now I'm stuck here, held hostage until I get the problems sorted out. You see, I was given terrible materials to work with, and as the copper wires decayed, so too did my mine bots. Now they just wander aimlessly around the island. Do you think you could do me a massive favor? Find those malfunctioning mine bots and destroy them for me. Apparently, they are causing a workplace hazard. You should be able to find them around the island, but most were sent to work at the Black Ash mine to the north of here.
Keep it real.
Alright. I think that's all the quests for the meantime, except for the one I dropped back off. Still need to find DV500. I only came up for the mining. So I'll go look for him, which was to the north, I think. At the Black Ash coal pits, blah, blah, blah. I saw him striding around to the north. Yeah, so he's going to be over this way somewhere. Probably go after the mine bots. Might have been nice to actually go over there and picked up that quest so I could have gotten the McCruer legs and the crawler meat. Maybe I'll do that while I'm over here too then. So yeah, I'll do DV500 and then Maritime Gumbo and then try to focus on the mine bots, I think. Specifically at the mine, and then worry about blah, 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 blah. So north of here, meaning it's north there. Oh, actually, seeing earthroot growing out of the tree, I actually like what they decided to do for those. All right, Scorpids. I think I am too far north now. It just said north, so hang on. It said. All right, let me keep thinking then. Alright, so it's just a processing unit, blah 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 blah. You can't tell me DV500 is not down here. Like, this seems like the area it'd be. This is pretty much a... Well, it's a little bit more isolated, I guess, with the downward slope, but nope. Oh. Oh, alright, apparently I'm targeting it. Oh, okay, so it was over here still. I just gotta avoid the damn Scorpids. That's fair enough. I should have kept going. What is that thing? Holy. I don't think I've ever seen, yeah, I don't think I've ever... Oh, okay. Run! Nope, couldn't get me. Oh well. Oh god, it's killing me. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. I probably should have just ran. I didn't think it was gonna kill me that easily. Well, crap. Whoops. I was like, it's just a level 5. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Nope. Just to check the time on this. Oh, I've already gone for an hour? Oh yeah, I forgot. This is yeah, that makes sense actually. Alright, so I'll call an end to the video once I kill DV and I turn the quest in. And on the next one I'll start up with some of the other quests. It does take about an hour to do 1 through 5, it makes sense. Yeah, somebody else. Oh, I thought somebody else was fighting it. I expected the monkey would make me able to survive this fight. If I had paid attention, I wouldn't have died for the scorpion, but that's sort of all for you. And WoW and Classic in general. Still have to pay attention. Especially for things that can give you any kind of like damage over time. Usually anything with the poison. Alright, eating up again. Another reason why I need to pick up cooking. It'll be good. That way I don't have to worry about buying any food, because buying food really sucks. Oh, what's wrong, baby girl? What's wrong? What are you doing? Oh, don't step on my keyboard. She usually steps around it, so that guy's caught me off guard. I'm gonna turn my lamp on for now. Ugh, so bright. I think I changed my mind, actually. No light. I like darkness. Oh yeah, the machine. Can't poison them. Definitely will die easier than the scorpion did, I feel like. Alright. So scorpions are to be avoided for now. Alright. But yeah, it'll also be good to pick up cooking once I actually fight those Makuras and the crabs again, because if I can actually get the cooking recipe that he... Oh, hang on, I need to put you on. Don't want to miss any of those. But yeah, maritime gumbo. Yeah. Not amazing, but the fact that it's a 35 recipe when most of the ones that give you that kind of thing are a little bit later. Other than the spiced wolf meat, which I don't think I'm going to get any of that here. I wonder what kind of creatures will still be on this island that are actually alive. Well, beast-wise, that's not a critter.
Yo! Time is money, friend!
DV500. So, have you found DV500? At last. This thing cost me an arm and a leg, and I don't have the money to replace it. You really did me a solid. Here, take one of these. Perhaps it can help you out. Probably the pants. Definitely the pants. Yeah, definitely the pants.
Right back!
Also keep the Scorpic Stinger for now, but I'm pretty sure I'm
I
gonna
got what you need.
sell it, because even though there's a recipe for it, it's not until I get to Durotar. But yeah, honestly, yeah, I think it'll be a good idea for me to actually call it quits. I do want to send this character some bags, anyways. That way it'll help me out a lot, and I won't have to worry about it too much. So, I guess I'll end it here. I don't have to walk all the way back and make you guys watch that. So, I hope anyone that was watching watches this enjoys or enjoyed it. And I hope you'll come back for the next one when I could continue more of Blackstone Island. I'm pretty sure there'll be 2 more episodes. I would imagine there'll be at least one more, at least the next one. But I'm pretty sure it'll take 2 episodes to finish up this island. We'll see though. I'm pretty sure these ones will be a little bit more popular, so while I will be waiting to upload this, and I'll probably be done with Blackstone before I even upload them, but I'll have them release closer together than I do most of my World of Warcraft videos recently, just so I can get people to see it and see if they like it. But then everything from then on will probably be back down to like every week or something. But nobody really watches me too much, so if anyone that stopped by to see these videos, I hope you do end up liking the island. I actually do quite like the ambiance. I like the zone. It's just not for me. It's very fitting for a goblin, though. I like it. And I can definitely tell you I like it a lot more than playing through the damn, like, conversation quests. Like, everything was just talk on freaking Cataclysm's goblin. It was so annoying. This was fine. This is fine. This was fun. Alright. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed for the 4th time. And I hope I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.